Rangers, welcome to Super Unimportant Reviews. My name is Arnez, and today I have a fantastic review for you guys. We are at
over 8,000 subscribers.
The reason why I stopped is this guy started slowly creeping with this thing. No, Steve, we're saving this for 9,000, okay? We're not at 8...
But technically in the manga, it was 8,000.
Steve.
Manga.
Steve, shut up.
But...
I talked to you about this before, okay? We had this issue before. Stay out of my reviews, man. I don't need you taking credit for the stuff I do, okay?
But it's my figure.
I don't care.
I paid for this.
No.
I had to go to G-Fest to acquire this gentleman right here.
It don't matter. Stop stealing my review, Steve.
But people appreciate my input. More so than yours, it appears. I'm sorry, I'll leave.
Give me a hammer. I'll break this thing right now. Alright, so thank you guys very, very much. We really appreciate it.
We super do.
I'm really shocked that we reached like 8,000 this fast. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, it seems like we'll be at the 9,000 joke pretty shortly.
Yeah, because it was like, we were at 7,900 and something, and next thing Steve's like, we're at 8,030. I'm like, ah, dang it. We missed a review. But we're still doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of our track record, so can't stop it now.
Steve, if I tell you again, I'm going to kick you out of your room, okay? Stay out of my review, man.
But it's Godzilla related, because today we're going over the Y-Msf Gabara.
There you go. Your input's done. Get out of your room.
But you'll pay for it.
If you guys don't know anything about this guy, shame on you, and I don't blame you. This is from the 1969 movie, Godzilla's Revenge, or what's originally known, Attack All Monsters.
All Monsters Attack.
All Monsters Attack, that's right. And this is Gabara. This is my soulmate right here.
Yeah, he's been dubbed as a spirit animal on this channel now.
This guy is freaking amazing.
If you don't watch our movie reviews over on the Geek Chest, Arnez is almost always fondling my Gabara stuffed animal that I have.
He's my comfort guy. I touch him, and he touches me, and that's how we get through this. But it's Gabara, and this guy is one of my favorite kaijus from all the Godzilla movies. Steve hates me for it. It's okay, I forgive him.
It's the only reason I bought the thing. Initially, because Gabara, needless to say, probably one of my official least favorite kaijus. But the way the channel's been going and how stuff's happened, I just really needed to acquire one. And this version seemed like it'd be a really good one to get.
But it's from a good movie, Steve. It's an anti-bully movie from 1969.
I don't know what movie you watch, because clearly Rotten Tomatoes disagrees with you at 29%, and IMDb only ranks this at 3.9.
That's way better than Batman vs. Superman. Bam!
Oh! Is it?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'll find out. It's only 27!
Oh! Gabara wins!
Though IMDb, on everything else it's higher, but Rotten Tomatoes. Godzilla's Revenge all the way.
Well, let's just get into this review, Steve, because it's going to be a short one. There's nothing really we can go over.
Yeah, he has no packaging, no labels. He came in with a plastic bag. So, when you acquire this guy, how you're looking at him right now is exactly how it'd be.
Yep. So,
the one thing I do want to point out, there is two versions of this guy.
Whoa, what?
I have the open mouth version. There's actually a closed mouth version you can get as well. I probably should have bought both of them, but because, again, Gabara is not my favorite kaiju, I went with the open mouth one because I kind of like him. To work with the skits that I do, he looks like he's talking.
Alright, so now that we have... Wait, I can't say that line. We never pulled him out of the cardboard prison, Steve.
He technically had a plastic prison. I guess that's what we could say.
My reputation's going to be ruined if they see my face in this video.
I think it's already been ruined enough there, baby. I could be wrong. But then again, it's more famous than Batman v Superman, so whatever.
Oh!
Ben Affleck ain't got nothing on Gabara.
Oh God. We're horrible people, and I'm enjoying this. Alright, so for his details, we'll start with the top of his head, which he has a horn for some odd reason. I'm not really sure why.
Because he's like a unicorn. He's majestic.
I do give you that one. He is majestic, Steve, but I don't know why he needs two horns right here. Because they start turning to spines down here that are very pokey.
Well, what's more majestic than one horn than an extra one?
That is true. So he has really nice looking ears. Move down to his eyes, which I don't know why they're so shiny, but
I actually really like it. Kind of gives it like that glass eye appearance.
yeah, like was that like part of a suit? Were they like that shiny or?
Now, to be honest, I'm not 100% certain. Because they do use animatronics in some of those ones, so it would probably be more polished, I would imagine.
Yeah, but this right here, though, like, look at that.
Kind of gives him a little bit more of, like, a realistic feel to him. Like, his eyes actually have, like, a little bit of water glazed over it.
And then we move to one of his best features down here, which is just this wonderful area where it makes beautiful sounds.
His mouth.
Yes.
He does have a lot of very nice details on it. Because for the head sculpt, like, the sculpt's really fantastic on it.
It is, like, all these, like, little curves and edges, like, straight out of his suit, definitely, you can tell.
Yeah, you can even see his nostrils very well on it. His teeth were individually painted.
Is like, you can tell up here, you can tell individual tooth is up here and everything down here, same thing. When you move down his neck, you can see the breathing holes, which I appreciate it. It's really cool because they're keeping it straight to the suit accuracy. And,
the only thing I find a little odd is if you want to buy this guy to have him posing with Bandai figures, like the Bandai Godzilla, or even the Bandai Creations version.
yeah.
It looks a little odd because he's definitely a lot more suit accurate than those ones are going to be. Especially with the breathing holes on the neck.
None of the other Bandai's have it?
No, the Bandais are more meant to look like actual monsters, kind of like the SH Monster Arts versions. They're not quite suit accurate.
Well, see, that's where we get to the area where this is Gabara. He's special. Like, you can't just fight this. Just let it happen, Steve, and...
Well, that's one of the cool things. This kind of reminds me of just like a small, scaled down, slightly more posable X+.
Okay, we can be friends now, Steve. I appreciate the effort you're putting in making him look good. And now, for the back of his neck, he just has more of those horns that go up into the bigger horns.
No, he's definitely got a lot of bumps and grooves for his scaling. Which is always a very weird feature on Gabara.
What? You don't like this?
No, I never said I didn't like it. I just said, like, for him having some feline features to him, it's weird seeing a lot of, like, rock protruding scale shapes on him.
To be honest with you, like, he always looked like, to me, like, you can tell, like, in his face area, he looks like a cat, right?
Yeah.
Then you move down and it starts to look like an alligator. So, like, I really appreciate that, like, they were just mixing weird stuff and it worked out.
Yeah, it was the late 60s / early 70s.
Yeah, definitely. And, like, I like it. Well, first time I remember watching this movie, this guy was amazing. Steve didn't like this movie. Steve gave a bad review.
Steve still doesn't like that movie.
I gave this movie thumbs up, peeps. This guy is amazing. And for his claws, he's got 3 fingers and 1 thumb.
Yep, he's definitely got that kind of wave going on, where his arms are more in a position where he's meant to be roaring, like when he does like that lean back roar.
Well, see, that's where you're wrong, Steve. I'll prove you wrong right now. What we got to do is we got to design a shirt for him and just put it over. It's a great cornholio. This guy comes.
That's true. Like, he's just showing off his guns, man.
Yeah.
He's going to the gun show.
He was like, man,
He's going to the vet because his pythons are sick.
Exactly. Like, you just can't knock this review. Like, no matter what, this guy is just amazing. Steve, we're going to get a lot of dislikes, aren't we?
Maybe.
For his claws, they painted them separately, but it looks like it leaked a little bit into the arms up here into his fingers.
Yeah, but that's to be expected. You see that a lot on other Bandai vinyls.
Yeah, it's still not something that'll bug me. To me, it's still acceptable, you know. It's not as bad as some of the other ones. You go down here, you can see a little bit of paint right here. Looks like where his elbows would be. Worn out. I'm assuming like suit accurate.
The only thing that's kind of weird to me is in the film, he always seemed a little bit more blue. Well, this Gabara is more of a teal on the verge of aqua color.
1969 VHS, Steve.
And then the same with the hair on the top of his head was definitely more red-ish, like orange red.
Now that one I do remember. That's one of the things I was going to point out when we go over his paint job is somebody messed up his hairdo up here.
Yeah, like he has the hair. It's just I kind of wish he is more colorful, I should say. It'd probably be my biggest nitpick on this figure.
And then we move down here. Now this is where we move down to like the 70s, 80s style. This is like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 6-pack ab, you know.
Sir, that is an 8-pack. I don't know where his pecs are.
God.
A monster.
This guy was seriously working out, man. He works out as a bully. This is what every bully should look like. All right, so now moving from his 8-pack down to his legs. You get some more of a suit accurate stuff, like, you know, where the knee pads should be. Or, I don't know why this one's up here a little higher.
Yeah, well, this is the way the suit's going to be flexing when he's moving. It's not going to be the same between the two legs.
God, I hope so, because otherwise it really looks weird, because you can still tell, like, where the bend is, you know, for the leg up here.
Yeah.
And so it just jumps up here, because it looks kind of weird to me. He has a short little calves and the chubby little thighs.
Yeah, but then again, his legs are pretty bulky in comparison to his body. Like, they definitely got a little bit more mass to it than, say, compared to his arms and most of the rest of his body.
Yeah, because, like,
yeah,
bam,
you
look
can
at
see
that.
it sticks out a little bit farther than from his waist up.
And then we're moving to the back for some odd reason, because Steve wanted to talk about his butt. So I'm going to zoom in, Steve, and I'll let you take this away for some reason.
I just wanted to bring up that he doesn't have a tail. And it also is actually pretty surprising that because he doesn't have a tail, he stands up very well by himself. So you can have him pose.
Is that all you want to talk about?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, hey, look, there's some copyrights on there for you guys. Well, we haven't got that far. You know what? Let's just go there. And for his foot, he's got 3 toes and 3 nails. Oh, that's weird.
Well, duh, because he has 3 toes.
I would never figure you would have 3 nails with 3 toes. Oh, God, that's so weird, you know?
Moving to the articulation.
All right, so for the articulations, there's no head movement. There's arm movements. He can do a whole 360 with him, but that's just it.
Yep, no inward swivel, but it's again like a Bandai vinyl, so.
Yeah, they both can go, and then for some reason, I'm not sure why, he can do this.
See, he needs to be able to protect himself from both sides.
And for his leg articulations, there's none, but he is a little bit like...
Yeah, he's a little flexible, but that's because of the vinyl.
Yeah, I would still be kind of worried if I was, you know, let my kids play with this or something, because this is something that would... Bam.
Yeah, but then again, for the price tag, this isn't really meant for kids.
What is the price tag, Steve?
He was $50. $50 I got him for.
Oh. And for some quick comparisons, this is a 1971 Bandai Godzilla, and this is the... Wait, Steve, why is he in here?
Because he's new.
Yeah, I know, but Gabara does not need to suck off the 2016 Shin Godzilla to get views, okay?
It's because I'm excited I actually get to go see the movie. It's finally playing somewhere 30 miles from my house.
Yeah!
Gotta pre-order my tickets.
Alright, Steve, I know we mentioned he looks like the X+, but seriously, that's not even a fair comparison.
Well, since we mentioned, we have to compare him to what most people consider the high echelon of Godzilla collecting.
Okay.
Which we have here is the X Plus Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla 1975.
And of course, what would comparison be without Gabara and his BITC? It's just, you know, everybody needs to be pimping once in a while. This is Gabara's choice. With
the SH figure arts, Sailor Moon, and Chippy Moon. So Gabara's pimping some 14-year-olds.
I don't judge, man. I don't judge. What is wrong with that guy's legs?
He's articulated. We had to sit him down.
That's not articulation, Steve. That's a torture.
He's used to it. Because what we have here is the Toy Vault, Gabara, and Jet Jaguar. And here he is with some SH Monsters figures with the 1954 Godzilla and the Big Crybaby GMK Godzilla.
Alright, so for our final thoughts, well, mine at least, I can't speak for Steve. I really do enjoy him. Like, as a monster, this guy's amazing to me. He looks hideous enough to where he's interesting. A movie was horrible, and it was so bad it was good. Good.
Good? It was good.
Good. I'm so tired. I want to go home.
You finished this review.
He has a whip behind me, and I'm scared. But as a monster, he really worked out for me, and it was really good. And to actually see him in a figure form, it's freaking fantastic. I love everything about it. Well, everything except, as Steve mentioned earlier, the whole paint job on him is a little bit off, and the hair on top is definitely off. And it's one of the things where if I was seriously collecting Gabara figures, it would bug me a little bit because he doesn't match up, because the rest of the figure is so suit accurate. Why did they skip on that part is a question.
Yeah, I kind of wish, in terms of the color, just like Arnett said, there's a little bit more to it with the variety, because as he sits right now, he's a little bit bland looking, but I feel like the details in the suit really help to fill in that gap. And for the price tag of, he was slightly over $50, I'd say if you could find him for somewhere between $50 $60, I'd definitely recommend adding the Kaiju Bully to your collection.
Oh, definitely. You need this bully. This is the one figure out of all the Godzilla figures that Steve has that I really, truly want. And I'm going to steal it one of these days without him knowing it.
Let's go next year at G-Fest, because past 2 years, I've seen him there. You can just get the closed mouth version, and we can have our set be complete.
Like when a Twins power activate, 2 Gabaras?
Yeah.
Sweet!
But what do you guys think of the Y-Msf Gabara? Please let us know in the comment section below, and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.